What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Mists of Pandaria Classic. Now recently I made a video that looks like this. This is a secret gold farm for ancient Gulag cache keys and also Spirits of Harmony, and you can make a bunch of gold from this farm. So I wanted to try it out live on stream and also give you guys some of my thoughts here in a video format about the farm itself. So what you're seeing right now is me doing the farm in the background. If you want to know more about the farm itself, go to my channel, look for a thumbnail like this that goes in depth into the farm, what you're here for, and why you're farming. But the very TLDR is ancient Gulag cache keys and Spirits of Harmony. So over here, I am playing on a Blood DK right now, pulling as much as I can, and just like AoE farming the normal way, and just trying to get as much gold as I can, and as many keys as I can as well. I will say at the moment I'm doing a short test, and this is going to be a longer farm. So in the short test right here, I'm not using a Potion of Luck, but if you're farming, you definitely want to have a Potion of Luck. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's made through alchemy, and it gives you a chance to find treasure bags containing gems, containing like Mists of Harmony, containing a bunch of good stuff. Actually not gems I think, but yeah, like regular cloth, greens, regular items basically, from Mists of Pandaria, regular trade goods. So having that definitely beneficial, so use Potion of Luck when you're farming. Now for the farm itself, I just wanted to cover what I think about the farm, and once again I tried it out for about half an hour here using a stopwatch in game. I will say, it's a pretty nice farm, but it definitely has a drawback. Like, it's a good farm with some negatives. Now the positives first. You have to be on a certain quest here to do the farm, so you have way less competition, because you have to be on the introduction quest to Golden Lotus and not complete the quest. When you get to like Honored or something and start going further into the halls, these mobs stop spawning, and you will be on a different phase of this location. So at the moment, by being on the introduction quest, you have very little competition for the farm, and you basically have the mobs to yourself. In addition to that, positive number 2, they are hyper spawning, so there will always be a certain amount of Mogus available. If you have competition, you can try to talk to the competition, and one of you can stay where I am now, and one person can go to the other ruins as well. Due to the hyper spawn of the farm, that could be the best way to do it if you are 2 people on the same phase. Alternatively, you can layer jump as well, so basically TLDR, very good farm when you think about competition. That being said, you have to move a little bit, that is the one negative. So in order to get a good pull going if you're a tank, you might have to spend some time setting up the pull. But in terms of farming and the value here, I'm getting about 8,000 gold in half an hour of farming, if you include the Gulag cache keys. Now that's a big if, by the way, because those keys you have to use to open up chests to get the gold. You can't just sell the keys. So even though we get 8,000 gold in half an hour, you also have to count in the fact that you have to open up a chest with those keys, and that is where the biggest negative of this farm comes into play. So after farming for about half an hour, I thought it was time to go inside the Gulag halls and try to find some caches to open. And just to give you the TLDR and the spoiler here, I spent half an hour and I found one chest. Because when you are only friendly, or not even friendly, you don't have access to a lot of place in the halls. You would have to do a death skip to get past the doors, and even that can be quite tricky. So you are stuck only farming the first hall here, and that's kind of where I want to bring up a point. You could also skip the first farm and farm inside these halls, because as you just saw, I did an AoE pull inside these halls, and even though those mobs don't spawn that quickly, this allows you to farm the mobs and look for the cache at the same time. When I say cache, is like the chest, right? You can look for the chest and farm mobs at the same time. This right here is just me looking for mobs, looking for a layer, looking for the chest to spawn, and everything else as well. So be on the lookout for the chest, kill the mobs when you can. The mobs inside here, they give the Gulag cache key as well. Now once again, I spent half an hour to get one cache. So even though from the farm itself I got 8 keys in half an hour, basically 8,000 gold per hour, I was, 8,000 gold in half an hour, so 16,000 gold per hour farming, I was only able to use one key in half an hour. Now that kind of brings me to my second point. What you can do is go back in time. We're just going to go back in time on the stream here. You can go back and do this farm. Farm a bunch of keys, and then complete the quest and continue the Golden Lotus questline, start doing your dailies, get access to more of the halls, and then spend your keys. So this right here is a good place to farm the keys, but when you're stuck on this quest, you will only have access to one room inside the halls, and you really want to have access to more rooms in the hall to get more chests to open with those keys. So if like what I was doing here and what I did after the stream, I completed this quest and started doing my dailies, but I farmed up a bunch of keys that I can now use inside the halls when I unlock the halls. So for anyone doing this farm, if you are on a new character trying out the farm, because once again you have to be on the starting stage of the Golden Lotus, I recommend doing this farm right here. Farm up, let's say, 50 keys, 100 keys, however many keys you want to have, because the value from the farm is pretty good, and then start handing in the quests, doing your dailies, getting reputation, and unlocking more of the halls, and then spending all those keys in like a few days. Now the thing is, the daily locations for the Golden Lotus usually offers a very good farming possibility as well. So after you've done, for example, the healing dailies over here, you can then farm mobs in the regular daily area, and that is a pretty good place to farm, especially if you go there in the evening, because like in the early morning, a lot of people are doing their dailies, like after work times as well, lots of people are doing their dailies, but after people have done their dailies, they usually don't tend to stay there and farm, and after I've done one more healing here, I'm just going to show you guys. There are a bunch of Mogus here. They all drop Gulai cash keys, and at the summoning here there's 4 Mogus plus 2 down the stairs, so you can basically farm gold and farm Gulai cash keys over here at the daily location, after or before or while doing your dailies as well. So this was just a small pull that I did, plus somebody else got the tag. So I'm just going to go and pull some here to show you guys. You can get an AoE pull going right here as well. And if you're a tank, you can pull basically unlimited mobs at this location. So for anyone looking for an alternative place to farm for keys after you have gotten reputation and handed in the secret farm quest, right? You can still farm here, and at pretty good values as well. It is arguably just as good. The only thing is, it can be competitive, because once again this is a area that everyone has access to, and it's not really locked behind a secret questing phase. So you might have a way more competition here, but in terms of keys per hour, it's about the same, possibly even better. It's about the same. Now, in order to get maximum value from the keys as well, you want to have both tailoring and inscription, but at the moment Imperial Silk from tailoring doesn't really offer that much gold, but like once again, to be really optimal, tailoring plus inscription, because you can get Imperial Silk and Scrolls of Wisdom from those ancient Gulai caches or chests, right? So whenever you spend one key, you have a chance to get both Imperial Silk and the Scrolls of Wisdom. Imperial Silk is about 250 gold value right now, and the Scroll of Wisdom is about 1000 gold value as well. So like, you have a chance to get 1.2k gold from one ancient Gulai cache key, which is pretty insane. Now, if you only have room to have one of those two professions, my recommendation is definitely to be a scribe, and as you can see on my character that I'm farming on, I have inscription plus alchemy, so I don't currently have tailoring, meaning that I'm not getting the most optimal value from the farm, but even then, only having inscription, you're getting a bunch of value from the farm and the keys themselves, because in addition to the keys, you're also getting modes of harmony, you're getting cloth, so like if you have tailoring, it's the perfect combination, because that way you're getting more cloth from farming, and you're getting keys, and you're getting modes of harmony. So inscription plus tailoring is absolutely the most optimal combination here to have on that farming character. Either way, I've tried it out, and these are my thoughts on the secret farm, and what you can do to capitalize on it and make gold with the ancient Gulai cache keys. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and that's pretty much it. I will also say that you can get early access to a bunch more gold farming videos, and also exclusive videos by having my gold making guide for Mists of Pandaria, which you can check out through a link down below, and use the code Solheim to get the guide for half price. By buying the guide, you get a bunch of gold farms in the guide itself, and you also get access to a premium gold making Discord community where I give you guys early access to content and exclusive content as well. So if you're taking gold making serious, that is definitely the best place to be in Mists of Pandaria Classic. Once again, check it out through the link down below, and use the code Solheim to get it for half price. Either way, that's pretty much it, so let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and thank you for watching. I will see you again in the next video very soon.